How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is William. How y'all doing today? I want to come to y'all with some information that I know y'all probably been waiting for, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right on in, okay? So let's jump right on straight to the point. All right, y'all know the difficulties I've been dealing with the district attorney's office, Reese Saunders, and I done told y'all the history about Reese Saunders and me as being my attorney, and how he have put himself in conflict more than one time throughout the years in dealing with me. And this is one thing I never told y'all. See, Reese Saunders think I'm through with him, but I'm not. I'm not through with him by a long shot, and his conflictness with me. I got some old videos I'm gonna bring back, but I'm gonna kind of touch base with y'all, let y'all know what's coming at y'all, so y'all can. And a lot of y'all that's been following me ever since 2012. Then y'all gonna automatically know what I'm about to say. Y'all remember the time when I think it was in 12, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been, no, I know it won't 11, couldn't have been 11, so it had to have been 12, yes sir. So and those of y'all that's been following me ever since 2012 when I first started this YouTube thing, I wanted to bring to y'all attention about something that I know y'all gonna remember as soon as I say it. Do y'all remember when we were dealing with one of the sheriff officers? Clemens was the sheriff then, and Warren Strong was one of the deputies, if y'all remember that. And y'all remember that they broke into my house. The sheriff's officer for the sheriff department broke into my house at my residence, and then when they was asked to leave, they never left. And then at the end they ended up locking my whole family up, and then turned around and kidnapped my child. At that time, my little junior, they kidnapped him. And so y'all remember that, right? So I took the video, and I still got the video. So I took the video, a copy of it, and took it to Clemens. I met Clemens in his office. And just to let y'all know, guess who went with me? Guess who was my girlfriend at that time that went with me to Clemens' office? Michelle Wall, the same one that then turned on me, and along with the sheriff department now. So at one time she was against them right along with me, and then now she with them against me, so they want to jump on me, all of them, using her too with my kids. So anyway, let me get back to the point about what I'm telling y'all this for. I wrote Reese Saunders, well, no, when I went to Clemens, met him in his office and gave him a copy of the CD about his officer trespassed against my property, broke into my home, and when asked to leave, they didn't leave, and then kidnapped my child on top of it, my baby boy. So Clem, now I tell you, I think he told me the truth once, and that was the time I think he kind of told me the truth. He said, well, Mr. Wall, look here, I'm going to tell you this straight up. He said, I'm not going to investigate my own officers. He said, I'm going to just tell you straight up. He said, but this is what I will do. He said, I'll sign off on this CD, and I'll turn it over to the district attorney's office, which was Reese Saunders at the time. Reese Saunders, that's right. So I'm going to turn it over to the district attorney's office for their investigation. So I said, okay, well, he been honest with me. He's saying I ain't going to investigate my own officers, so he's going to turn it over to the district attorney's office. I said, okay. So I kind of went for that. I said, okay. So since he turned it over to the district attorney's office, I wrote Reese Saunders, our district attorney, I wrote him a letter. I said, look, I want you to prosecute these officers for breaking into my house. I want you to prosecute them to the full extent of the law. I'm a citizen of Richmond County. You are elected to represent the citizen of Richmond County, to prosecute those who violate the law. This is what I'm expecting you to do. And that time, that's when I let Reese Saunders know. I said, you remember that thing you did to me back when you was my lawyer in your office? And I said that in the letter too, just to let him know I haven't forgot what he done to me. So I never heard anything from Reese Saunders. He never sent me a letter, never told me anything. I'm gonna drop it. I'm not gonna investigate. I'm not gonna do anything. But he showed his true colors though, because he didn't do anything. So them officers got away from breaking into my house. They got away from staying into my house when was not asked to come in and was asked to leave, and they stayed on the premises. And then finally they arrested all my family, my daughters, even my mama, and she was elderly, even arrested her, and then turned around there and kidnapped my little boy. Kidnapped my little boy, and DSF was all mixed up in that junk. Then I can't stand them maggots up there because they was mixed up with it too. They took and put my son on a plane back to Florida. See, they ain't had no rights to doing none of that. That one Scott Brewer was the judge then. See, that's why I said, man, that's why I tell y'all, man, I got all this history against that sheriff department. And you see, and y'all can kind of see why they keep acting me the way they do, because I got garbage. And look, when it come down the ladder, I'm gonna be the one laughing with all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because see, and Gulledge was the second in command at that time with Clemens. So Gulledge was a part of that junk too, with what the sheriff department did to me. And Gulledge was a part of the junk what the sheriff department did to me with my son, with my daughter. When y'all seen that video when I went, Michelle Wall was in jail, and I went to get my daughter and found out where my daughter was in strangers' homes, and then the sheriff department, the officers of the sheriff department threatened to lock me up. You know, I'm telling them to go get my daughter. You know, mama ain't got no say, so she in jail. So you can't stop me from getting my daughter that I got primary custody of. But DSS was a part of that wicked junk too. So, you know, but hey, it's somehow things turn table, ain't it? And that's the reason why I tell y'all how Gulledge is, how I'm telling you how Reese Saunders is. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I done suffered and been through with the wickedness of Gulledge and Reese Saunders up there in the district attorney's office. And then he felt on everything that I have brought against Michelle legally now, as breaking into my house, he failed to prosecute her. He failed to do all of this stuff. And then finally he dropped that 4-year charge against her. Well, they had our video showing that woman assaulted me, but he dropped that against her too. So you know what I'm saying? So this ain't no first rodeo re-signing, y'all. That district attorney of Richmond County, man, he done did so much junk to me until it ain't funny. Yes, he has. All the way, and it's all the way back to when he first went against me with Advance Auto. That ever since then, that wicked re-signer has been digging at me ever since. Yes, he has. And that's why I'm going to dig back at him hard. You best believe that. Because, see, like I tell y'all, he ain't ever been a district attorney. And I gave him an opportunity to clear himself with me. And he didn't do that. The only thing he kept doing was sticking knives in my back. And that's all he was good at doing, sticking knives in my back. Him and his troops up there. And then now Gulledge on the scene. You know, I had somebody, let me tell y'all something. I had somebody, and I ain't going to say that. I'm going to leave that alone. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to this. I got a lawyer, and I told y'all I paid my lawyer to do 2 specific things for me. 1 for contempt against Michelle for violating the court's order, and then 2 for modification of the order. And it's been over a year, y'all, since I hired this lawyer now. It's been over a year, and he haven't did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. And I done paid him a lot of money to do, and I was very specific with him, y'all. I didn't come in here and say, well, if you do what's best. I didn't do none of that. When I paid that lawyer, and I made sure he put it in writing, I want you to get her for contempt of court, for not following the court's order, and I want you to get the modification of the order. Them the 2 things I hired this lawyer for. And I'm not going to put him on blast yet, y'all, but it's coming. I know it's coming. But I'm not going to do it because as of yet, he's still my attorney. He's still my attorney as of yet. And while I'm making this video, y'all, we got court on Monday, which is the 21st of November. So I'm preparing myself for that. I'm preparing myself for the wickedness that he may or may not do. Like I said, I ain't going to say nothing about that man yet until Monday, after what goes down in court Monday. And I'm coming to y'all firsthand. See, y'all, here's the thing. What Reson, the good, and all that, and then realize that y'all do for me, y'all follow me, and y'all make comment. Look, let me go ahead and give y'all some updates on this. I got over 3,000 views, over 68 comments concerning Gulledge and that sheriff department. And I got over 2,000, concerning Reese Saunders and what he did with dropping them charges against Michelle, had me going to court for 4 years. So got over 3,000 views, over 68 comments. And then got over 2,000 over Gulledge in the sheriff department. See, if I got that many people in Richmond County, that's what they tell y'all. That y'all listening to me, ain't you? And what do that tell them? That everybody somewhere around them is telling them what Mr. Wall is doing, ain't it? Because it's wide open. And you know what? And that's why I'm so thankful to y'all because so many of y'all jumped right in on that thing against the sheriff department and jumped right in on Reese Saunders. Because y'all know that Reese Saunders is a grimy, dirty district attorney. As a matter of fact, y'all listen to this. They just did a trial on a guy, and I know y'all probably know this here. He done ended up getting about 30 years in prison. So y'all probably know what I'm finna say. This guy, this Walmart guy, they done tried him and he committed this crime in 2021, right? Michelle saw him in 2018. So they done got his trial just like that from 2021, and then got his trial, found him guilty, and assigned him to prison only a year later. And then they had me going to court for 4 years with Michelle and never got to her, and got our video, cold video. This woman assaulted me and our children. And they got me going 4 years, y'all. 4 years. See, that's what I like about it, y'all. Cause see, y'all been following. A lot of y'all I have been having a lot of subscribers just signing on, but the one that's been there from the very beginning know exactly what I'm talking about. How dirty that sheriff department under Clemens and under Gullich hand. Mostly under Gullich. Because even though Gullich was second in command when Clemens was sheriff, Gullich was pulling all the strings. Gullich was doing all that garbage junk to me. And see, Gullich don't think I know that, but I knows that. I knows exactly what Gullich was doing to me. He was the main one in that sheriff department that was pulling his hand against me. They were doing that junk to me and hurting me, along with that DSS thing. See, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. That's the thing that happened, and that's the thing I want to bring back to y'all. Like, cause when I come back with these old videos, y'all gonna see where I'm coming from. But cause that sheriff department ain't just started. Ever since Clemens was sheriff, became sheriff, and ever since Gullich been second in command. Oh yeah, let me bring y'all up to date to another thing that just happened. And this happened, about 2 days ago. And the day is Friday, y'all. What's the day, the 18th, 19th? 18th, yeah. November 18th, 2022. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I went up in this store. I'm not gonna give y'all the whole thing, but I'm gonna just let y'all know. 3 white officers, 3 of them. I guess they undercover or whatever they doing. And one of them I know. So I approached him. I said, look here, sir. Don't you, I think you need to put a uniform on. He looked at me. Oh yeah, he white. He just looked at me. I got my uniform on. He had on a pair of jeans, had on a gray shirt, gun on the side. So, and he was kind of funny about doing it, because usually this same officer would come up back in the day. He'll come up, holler at me, talk to me. Yo, Wall, I've been knowing you for a long time, da-da-da-da-da. That's how you always do. But see, the other day, he was like, I got my uniform on, you know. Other words telling me, you see what I got, you know, I'm big dog. You know what I'm saying? That's basically, then 3 of them riding in an F-150. A great F-150, all 3 of them. I don't know if they're the same truck old boy had, I don't know, but you know, I'm saying that's the prejudice, y'all. What 3 white officers doing running around here with no uniform on, with gun on their side, and got sheriff on their shirt, saying, and 3 white officers, what a black one's at? What a black officer that's supposed to be joining in, because we all police. Because see, it ain't no color. When you're a law enforcement, it ain't no color. You know, I had an old man tell me one time, he said, look, you got black, you got white. He said, but when you shine on for an officer, whatever that color that uniform is, that's the color you is. And he said that color that uniform is blue, you blue for them hours that you got to work. Or you brown for them hours you gotta work. So it ain't no color when it come down to being an officer. You that color, that sheriff department color, brown, gray, that's the color. You know, but they were wearing green. Man, let me tell y'all something. I got so much coming at y'all, but see, I'm holding, y'all ain't heard. See, when y'all know when y'all don't hear from me, I'll be just stacking up. But y'all hadn't heard from me, so now it's finna come out, and every day. And when Monday come surface, and whatever will go down in court, including this judge, I don't know if she gonna be the judge over me or not, but I'm gonna suggest that she don't, since she was already biased to me already in the past. So I'm gonna suggest that Regina Joe not be the judge. You can believe that. Because any judge that been biased against you, that's gonna make them be more biased against you now. You know, they ain't gonna stop being biased. Once a judge is biased against you, they're not gonna stop being biased against you. They're gonna keep on being biased against you. And y'all know I already told y'all how Dave McGuire and Sophia Crawford, they co-conspirators, and retrying a trial without my knowledge and without me even knowing. And David McGuire, as a lawyer, know better than that. Or at least he's supposed to know better than that, because ain't nothing supposed to go in that courtroom, and I'm the plaintiff, his client is the defendant, and he know good well ain't nothing supposed to go in that courtroom out of my presence. Nothing. And when I walked out that courtroom, me and my daughter, that Sophia Crawford reopened the trial and had a new trial without me even knowing about what. That's when she stripped me of my rights. She had a new trial just to strip me of my right. And y'all heard David McGuire when I'm gonna give y'all that full video. Yeah, Your Honor. He was like, yeah, Your Honor, I get that done for you right now. That's David McGuire. I get that for you right now. And look, here's the main thing I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you the real conflict with David McGuire and myself, the real deal. You know, him and that Sophia Crawford. And both of them need to be locked up in jail side by side. Sophia Crawford and David McGuire, they both need to be in jail side by side because they co-conspirators, and Sophia stripping me my rights in court. Had a new trial after I left, after she gave her order and everything. Then turned around and had a new trial after I left that courtroom that day. And I had no idea. And I didn't find out until I went to go get my kids for visitation and Michelle didn't show up. And then I went to that courthouse, that's when I found out what was going on. She had to script me on my rights, so Michelle didn't have to show up with my kids. Because Judge Sophia Crawford, along with McGuire, script me on my rights to my own kids. And I didn't even know it, y'all. And that's how I found out about it. And then I had a 10-day to appeal. You know what? I had to hurry up and go get a lawyer, which I went and hired a lawyer from Charlotte. Billy Ellaby. And look, and I ain't told y'all the other thing Sophia Crawford did to me neither now. And everything I got it to prove it. But Sophia Crawford turned and released Billy Ellaby from being my lawyer. She signed the documents. And you know what the document name was on the document? Mecklenburg County. So she signed Mecklenburg. She ain't had no jurisdiction in Mecklenburg. She ain't no judge in Mecklenburg County. You know, she was the judge in Richmond County. So them papers should have had Richmond County on there. And then she released him from being my lawyer. But she released him being my lawyer. And this the first time y'all hearing this from me. Because y'all know I bring it to you. I bring it to you straight from the paper. Sophia Crawford signed those papers for Billy Ellaby, my attorney now, to be released as my attorney. And she signed Mecklenburg County papers and Richmond County. Huh? Everything that come through Richmond County is supposed to have Richmond County on it, unless the case been transferred or something. You know what I'm saying? So that lawyer wrote that dismissal of being my lawyer, accusing himself from being my lawyer. He wrote it up on the Mecklenburg, and Sophia Crawford signed it off on it at Richmond County Courthouse. You know, I was shocked by it. Man, I went up to that courthouse and said, who is this signature? Oh, that's Sophia Crawford's signature. I said, that's good to know. Sophia Crawford. See, she done did me dirty so many ways, but I almost brought that video to y'all about Sophia Crawford and her nastiness. Man, I started to bring that video to y'all, but something that's held me back from doing it. Because I told y'all, boy, that woman quit her job, and whoever in her life, that woman would look. That video I got against that woman, see, like I told y'all, be careful about that Facebook jump, because they go in there, delete that stuff. They got access to your Facebook, go in there and delete it. And they know I had a whole lot of stuff against Sophia Crawford. And I had people got a lot of stuff against her too. And one of the particular one I got that went through the same thing pretty much that I went through, they deleted all her stuff. And came and deleted it on my page too. So did. But see, I got backup. I make sure I got backup, because you know what? Y'all might have deleted it, but it ain't gone nowhere. You might have deleted off the Facebook. That's why I don't do nothing with Facebook. Y'all see on my YouTube, see, they can't come do nothing with my YouTube. Nothing. But see that Facebook junk, y'all, they come and that's why I tell y'all, mind what you put on that Facebook, because buddy, Sheriff Department, Rockham Police Department, all of them looking at you, and all of them got control over it. So you watch what you put out there now, incriminate yourself or whatever. Watch what you put on Facebook, because they can look at it and they can get it and save it and everything and delete it from your page like if you deleted it. And I know I ain't deleted nothing off my page. Sure didn't. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to bring this thing up to you. At one time, Michelle was against them along with me when they kidnapped my child and broke into my house. But then Michelle got on their side now. Hey, I do whatever, she pretty much letting them know she do whatever they want her to do, because really, I would just say something, because really she ain't got no choice, really, because they whispering in her ear, look, you do this, you do that. And because guess what, if you don't do it, we gonna get at you. But that's why God gonna show himself in this situation to them all. God gonna show up to tear they're breaking the whole house down because of me. Gonna bring the whole house down on them. That's right. So, see, people, that's what the devil do. The devil can only get at you for stuff that he know that you love. So he worked that. So he been working Dave McGuire, Sophia Crawford, everybody involved, Gullich, Reese Saunders, all of them devil demons that the devil's been using to get at me. And all of them mine up together to get at me. And what have I done? I ain't did nothing to nobody here. I ain't did nothing to nobody here but live my life and take care of my kids. That's all I have ever done here. And they always cross the line with me. But see what they don't, let me tell y'all what they don't like about me. They don't like about me because of what I'm doing right now. And if some of y'all come on board, do it with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop that Reese Saunders. He done did enough hurt and damage. He done do more than enough hurt and damage here in Richmond County. Let's stop him, y'all. Let's get him out that chair. I'll tell you what y'all, let's do. Let's make his job come to an end before it's time for re-election. Let's do that. Let's make Gullich's job come to an end before any time of re-election. Let's make it happen, y'all. Let's make it happen and get these doggone evil people out of office, get them away from them, including members of that doggone clerk of court office, the same thing. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. We need somebody here that ain't gonna come in here with colors in their eyes, black or white. Because when you in the justice, you in the justice for the people that breaks the law and the people that's wrong. You ain't in the just to hurt people that ain't wrong, because I ain't never been wrong, y'all. And y'all know that. All of y'all that's my fault, y'all know I ain't never been wrong in this. And I'm going to show y'all another video. Look. I'm preparing y'all for these old videos that I'm finna come back with. Against that sheriff department. Against what Michelle had done to me with our first child. My first daughter, about her, what she had done. I'm gonna come back to y'all with that, because I know some of y'all ain't forgot, because a lot of y'all done seen those videos, but it's just the new ones haven't seen them. I got a lot of new sign on. They haven't seen those videos on how this woman act in public. Oh, wait a minute, y'all seen in this DSS building, but I'm gonna show y'all more of how the same woman act when it came down, with the sheriff department. So, yeah. So I got something for y'all, but like I said, be prepared. Because when it come down money, I don't care who the judge is up there, we're going to find out. Because like I said, you might run your mouth to me up in that courtroom, and I'm going to speak my piece correctly as I can and as I know how. And, oh yeah, before I get off of here, I had some of y'all to tell me I need to get a lawyer. Well, let me tell you, some of y'all that don't know about this yet, I done hired 3 lawyers. Billy Ellaby was the first one. I actually go way back before that. It was Ron Scott was the first one, which was a good lawyer to me. I mean, he went in there and did whatever. He went in and got this thing started and got this thing done right. And then Billy Ellaby was the second lawyer that I went and hired. And then Rec Law Firm was the third lawyer I went and hired. And then now the Floyd's law office up in Southern Pines, that's who I currently got now. So let me tell you something. I tell you in plenty of time that Floyd Law Firm is not getting away with what you did to me. You ain't gonna take my money and not represent me like you supposed to, buddy. You ain't finna get away with that, buddy. I'm gonna tell you that in plenty of time. So you might get up that money and resign as my lawyer, and I'm waiting for you to do that. Because I'm coming at you with everything I got, buddy. All the pens and papers and the department and the bar association. Yes, sir, buddy. I'm gonna tell you, you ain't even seen what I'm about to do. You, my attorney, whenever you resign as my lawyer, because the only thing that you can do from here is do what I paid you to do. Because you not doing me no favors. You doing what I paid you to do. So when you doing what I paid you to do, I ain't got no quarrel with you. But if you don't do what I pay you to do, and you haven't did anything, I done sat here and went to jail for contempt of court after the fact, and you could have had Michelle up in there for contempt of court. So that means that you riding with them, and I'm actually paying you to be against me. That's what's going on here. I'm paying you to be against me. With that, y'all, I'm gonna say see you till next time. And buddy, let me tell you, either I'm coming to y'all right, and I'm coming to y'all 100% Monday and on. You hear me? I mean, and y'all already know I'm always there with y'all. Anytime I get on my Facebook, anytime I get on YouTube, y'all know I'm there 100%. I don't get on here to lie. I don't get up here to make up stuff. I get on here with facts. And every one of them, Resonda, Gullick, all of them know this. DSS, all of them know that. You know what DSS said one time? It was a situation came up with one of my kids. You know what they said? Well, William Wall can't get them. What have y'all ever had against me to say I can't get my own grandchild? You know what I'm saying? But they said that. They said that to my own children. When what? Okay, what if I done the DSS? What? Put your expose y'all just like I'm gonna expose Reese Saunders and exposing Mark Gullich, the sheriff of Richmond County, because I exposed y'all. You know, and I'm gonna continue to expose y'all because I tell you, you ain't gonna make an example out of me without getting made an example out of. Guess what? And you better take that to the bank and deposit that. Because you know what? My deposit is in the Lord. And when the Lord break this thing up, y'all everybody gonna see it. And then y'all know what? Y'all look at me with that woman and her lawyer done put me through in Gullich and Deep Resonda. Look at me. But still look at me though. You know, people that went out there and killed themselves. And because of how people like that done them. You know, how women done messed around and took a man's child and then caused the man to get locked up when he killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Boy, the Lord got this man right here. He got this man strong right here. You heard me? Because the Lord said, you going to see the salvation of the Lord. You going to see what I'm going to do to these people. So, hey, sometimes I might say things out the way sometime, y'all. But ultimately, my deposit in God. My deposit in God, because I know God's the only one going to do something to these wicked devils. Because the wicked devil going to mount up against you. What's to stop them? What's to stop these wicked devils? See what I'm saying? They got power. And they hurt people. And what's to stop them? And I ain't put on the video yet. The sheriff done come now y'all notice they had me locked up. The Regina Joe signed a warrant for me. A civil warrant, not a criminal warrant, y'all. A civil warrant had me locked up in jail. And the sheriff department know they ain't serving me no papers. They know it. But somebody had to get up there and lie in front of that judge. Say, I ain't got nothing to blame on her yet. When I'm going to find out, I'm going to bring it to her attention. You put out a warrant on me when the sheriff department know they ain't serving me. No, they ain't serving me. Running all out the New Wall Auto Sale. And look, and y'all know I still got that person that was there when the sheriff come out there. He said, I saw what he did. He put that paper on that Lincoln over there, under the hood of that Lincoln, and said, I've been served. That's exactly what that sheriff officer did when he walked off that New Wall Auto Sale lot that day. I've been served. I know you served that Lincoln. So somebody had to lie somewhere to get a warrant on me. Somebody had to tell a lie somewhere. And I'm gonna tell you some new stuff, y'all. Some new stuff finna hit the rack through the sheriff department, because they done did something else that I'm gonna bring to y'all attention. See, they know, and I'm not gonna say it now. I ain't gonna say all this until after Monday, y'all. After Monday, 21st of November 2022, I'm gonna come back to y'all with the real, with all of it. But right now, I'm gonna put y'all on reserve. Thank y'all for listening, and I'll get back with you soon. In the Lord, be careful, be minded, always abiding in the blood of Christ. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank y'all, and thank y'all for everything that y'all following me, y'all commented. Thank you.